Hey y'all, it's Christy Cook from Teadoddles. It is time to do the review for the Mini Maker Bag Club for, not the review, the preview for the Mini Maker Bag Club for July. I'm sorry that this is late. I've been trying to work it out so I could do it before they ship out. Just haven't been able to do that, but we'll get into that in just a moment. First, I'd like to say welcome new subscribers, welcome back subscribers. I'm happy to have you here with me in my maker shenanigans. I do like to do the sewing things, the yarny things, and the DIY things, so you will see a little bit of all of that here. I do consider this a maker channel, so if you like to make things, you might like it here. All right, so for any new people who are wondering what the Mini Maker Bag Club is, I'm going to put an eye link up here to the video about that, and there's a link down below in the description box. You'll also find a link to the Maker Advent Calendar I'm doing this year down below. There are still spots left, but that's only available through the end of July. Okay, now everything has shipped out for July's club, so what I'm about to show you is for July's club. It's already been purchased or already been paid for. So the one for sale currently is for August's club, and there's actually still some left, y'all. So if you haven't gotten one yet, go check it out. I can't believe it. But and so August, this what I'm showing you now, already been paid for. It was purchased in July. And August club, there's still some spots available, so go check that out. Now this week has been a very busy week. I'm filming this on a Sunday. I wound up having too many things due on the 15th. I just overscheduled myself, overbooked myself for things I had to do. Plus I had summer semester is still going on at the college, so yeah, it was a very long, stressful week, and then I didn't feel well the other day, so yeah, just lots of things going on. I had intended, when I originally started this, to have this video out before the other ones ever shipped out, and it's not been happening, so hopefully I can get back on track soon. I'll talk a little bit more about all that stuff in another video, so let's just talk about the Mini Maker Bag Club for this month. This month's theme was Deep Dive, and it's based on the ocean, as you probably have guessed. I try to put up a little image when I do my listing and when I share that it's going to be posted so that people will kind of get an idea what it might be about. I've always had a fascination with things that live in the deep ocean, okay? The ocean in general. And it's a fascinating place. It's like another planet, another world down there. They don't even know what all's down there. It's so much unknown. It's like outer space. And there's so many interesting creatures when you get down deep, you know. They start glowing, and you just see these strange creatures, right? A long time ago, there used to be a saltwater tank in the house. This is when it was my son's father. He used to have a saltwater tank, and he put a live rock, what's called a live rock, in there, and these things start growing or coming alive when you put it in there. Like, they'll just shoot up and come back in, and it was so fascinating. And there was an anemone in there, and those things are really cool because they look all out and tentacly, but we thought it had died because it shriveled up. But when it eats, that's what it does, and then it'll go back up to catch something else. It's very interesting, and there's all kinds of fun fish in there and stuff. It was more fascinating to watch to me than the TV. So we went, was it a couple summers ago? Was it last year? I can't remember. I think it was last year. We went to the Atlanta Aquarium. The Georgia Aquarium is in Atlanta. And that thing was so fascinating. They had this big wall, huge glass wall is what I would call it, because it's got to be super thick, and that you can see, because they have whales and they have sharks, and it was amazing. And so that is a fascination I have with the ocean. Now, since I've gotten older, when I was younger, I used to go out over my head in the ocean. It was nothing to me. I was trying to find sand dollars, but I had an uncle who was out there fishing. He was in his waders. He's very tall. And he caught a baby shark. And the ocean I was swimming in, you couldn't see the bottom. And that terrified me. And I immediately went to the beach. And I wouldn't go back out that far. I will not go in water that I can't see the bottom of anymore. And that's just part of it, right? It's fascinating, but it also scares me a little bit because of the unknown. But yeah, I think there's many amazing things down there. It's a world full of color. Even when you get down deep, it's just like neon colors, right? So that's just a little bit of background of why I picked the deep dive for this month's club. So now let's take a look at the bags, shall we? This was the perfect fabric that I found when I found it. I thought, check it out. Isn't it gorgeous? I just love the dark blue, which, you know, makes me think of the deeper ocean. And then you have these kind of glowy, almost colors. You can see a jellyfish in there. There's several jellyfish on this print. Lots of jellyfish. But there are, you can see him up there a little bit. There's little squids. And there's even an eel on here in certain portions. I don't know if it's on this bag. Let's take a look at this other one. I have one more here. I almost put that in my coffee. I think these are almost the same, but yeah, I really love this coloring. They had this in another colorway. It had more of a tealy blue background and lighter colors, which would remind me more of the upper ocean, so to speak, closer to the light. I just really liked the contrast on this one. So we have two different banding tops. They're both shirtings. This one kind of has I put herringbone tiny check, but I think it might be something else. But it's 100% cotton shirting, but it has a texture to it. And then or it's going to be this one, which also has a texture. It's lined. That's not going to pick that up very good. So those are the two different color bandings you could possibly have. And now on the inside, I love this one just as much. What's so great that these will turn inside out. I found this batik, and I believe it's called, hold on, I have my sheet right here. Starfish is what it's called. And there are some starfish that look kind of like that, but I just loved the colors. This icy blue, it's a lot lighter. And this is a batik. So something you should know if you've never had a batik fabric before, they are wax dyed fabrics. They use a wax resist to dye them. So they sometimes have a smell that reminds me of crayons, especially when you iron them. So just be aware of that. But yeah, isn't that so pretty? And then I have a tab. If you have this lighter blue banding, you'll have this tab with the anchor on it. And well, these both have anchors. I didn't pick up one. I packed them all. There's a black and white ribbon that is typically with this banding. I ran out of them, but it's a black and white herringbone. Okay? So that is the inside and outside of the bag of the month. All right. So now let's take a look at our charms. I put them on this cute little mason jar tag that I found. I kind of thought of it as like an aquarium, sort of, but I just thought they were really cool. So the first charm we have this month is this with the little tail fin, which could be, let me see if I can get this to focus better. There we go. It could be a whale or a dolphin or a mermaid. And I put it on this little beaded eye pin. It has some good movement to it, but it has these green shimmery, they're not picking up very shimmery, but they're like iridescently like the lighter ones have an iridescence to them. The green little beads. So that's one of the stitch markers this month. And now the other one, this is a little chain dangle. We have this little gold fish up here. Little tiny gold fish. He's got like scales on him and stuff. He is double-sided. And then we have this seashell at the bottom, this clam shell, which is also double-sided. And in the middle we have this little gold. I mixed metals on this one. I like to do that sometimes. This is not focusing on that. This is a puka bead. It's made from shell. This is a brown puka bead. That's what's hanging on that little gold loop. I don't know if you can see that, but I made these real nice and dangly because I was trying to emulate, you know, things flowing in the water, things like that. That's was my goal for this month's stitch markers. So I hope that y'all enjoyed those. Now let's see what kind of tea we got this month. I picked out this. I haven't tried this yet. I was going to try it before I recorded this so I could comment on it more, but it was an interesting tea and a little strange, the combination that they are putting forth on this tea. That sounded weird, putting forth. But I thought it matched my strange interest of this deep sea creatures. So this is this month's tea. It is another Bigelow Benefits, but this one is Refresh is what it's called. It's turmeric, chili, and matcha green tea, which I thought was an interesting combination. It has green tea, lemongrass, nettle, dandelion leaves, and root, rosemary, black pepper, fennel, matcha green tea powder, turmeric, and chili powder in it. So I thought that would be a very interesting tea to try. And like I said, it is called Refresh. Okay. Also liked the neon color of the matcha tea and that turmeric, the almost neon yellowy orange of a turmeric. So I thought it went very well with this month's theme. Now, let's take a look at our extras this month. So this one gave me a bit of trouble of coming up with an extra. Last month I had Summer Fun, which I struggled with a bit, but that was only in deciding what I wanted to put in there. Which one? I had a bunch of ideas. This one I was kind of like, what am I going to put in here that matches Deep Dive, because it's kind of hard to put something in a bag and ship it that matches that. So what I decided to do, I love to color, okay? I love to color and draw, although I haven't done it very much here lately. So I decided to go with that. I found some coloring books with an ocean theme. There's one I've started coloring so far. And I cut the coloring books up. These are nice sheets of paper. They don't have anything on the back, so you could use markers on them and everything. There's lots of different images. I kind of try to pair images with, because sometimes you get this all over bit, and sometimes there were scenes like this with the penguins, and sometimes there were more singular images like this, or this one has a bunch of vacation-y beach things. So there was a lot of different cool images. And then you got this one with the ship. And so I tried to pair them with more of a single and more of an all over. I kind of did it that way. So there's a bunch of different images. There was like 32 images in each of these coloring books. So I gave everybody two coloring sheets, okay? And I also found some coloring pencils to include. So this is a pack of 12 coloring pencils. This is just a generic brand. I did color my starfish with these because I wanted to try them out. They work fairly decently for some generic coloring pencils, because sometimes they can be, it's like they don't color very well. It's like they are too hard, and so the color doesn't pick up well. But these are the lighter colors I colored with, and I think that they did a really good job of showing up. You can even see the yellow in there. But you do get a whole pack of these. Now it looks like it just has neon colors, but that's what they chose to put in the window there. I don't know why, but so you do get a good range of colors in here. See? You get darkers and lighter. You got the black and a white pencil, actually. So actually it's they're pretty decent coloring pencils, like I said, for the price. It had a cool little doodle bug on the front. So that's what I've sent you this month for the extra in the club. I put 2 coloring sheets and a pack of color pencils in there. So I find that very relaxing to color, as well as watching the saltwater tank that we used to have. That was quite relaxing to watch. The ocean to me is a relaxing and interesting thing to watch and observe. So I hope that y'all enjoy your extras. This is certainly something, your color pencils can be used multiple times beyond the coloring sheets I sent you. And I tried my best to do, y'all, this color pencil does not want to go back in that spot. Maybe I should just leave it alone for now. Why am I doing that? Anyway, so I rolled these in this direction. I rolled them 2 together, and I put a little washi tape on it so it's easy to pull off. It doesn't, it's low adhesive, so it's easier to pull off. I did that in a tube kind of thing to pack, and I packed it in a way that I'm hoping it doesn't get damaged too much. I know I had sent out printouts before, and some people were talking about how they got damaged in the shipment, which if it just has a wrinkle in it, you can actually take an iron on a, well, usually a cotton setting works really good, and just iron it. The only thing I would say is that if you put it face down, make sure it's not on something that it could transfer to potentially, because sometimes that does happen when you have a printed image, okay? Or you can put like something to protect over it, but you can iron it out with an iron on a cotton setting, because paper is made of plant material. So that is something you can do, and hopefully the tube will keep it from getting bent in a way that messes up the image. And that's what I'm hoping, because I can't really, I think someone suggested, so I know some things I get with paper, they pack with a little piece of cardboard. That is not very cost effective for me, because I have a bunch of these to pack. So hopefully that travels well, because I packaged it and it folded over the thing to give it extra protection. So I'm hoping that travels really well, and I'm hoping nobody's pencils are broken either. We'll see how all that goes. I think they should travel pretty well in a pack like that. I'm gonna drink some coffee, y'all. So that is this month's Mini Maker Bag Club. Get this fun bag. This is inside and outside. You get the 2 beachy themed. This will not turn around. I'm terrible at trying to hold up too many things at one time. The beach theme charms. I can't talk. And your little turmeric, fun little interesting tea to try, and a coloring sheets and color pencils. Now, I did not put any new downloads in the download page for the Mini Maker Bag Club on my website. But if you haven't already, you can sign up for my newsletter on my website, and you get a password for my coloring sheets that I drew myself that you can download and color, okay? I haven't added any in a very long time. I thought I was going to get to do it. I did one for Easter, and I never finished it, so we know how long ago that was. So I'm hoping to start putting aside some time to do those, because I used to do them once a month. I would do an image and upload it, and I haven't done anything in almost 2 years. So I'm trying to work better about doing better on my blog, because I haven't been posting on my blog, haven't been sending out my newsletter. So that's something I am working hard on getting back on track, okay? But if you sign up for the newsletter, you get the password, and you can download more images to color if you would like. And they were all drawn by me. So that is the Mini Maker Bag Club of the month. And just so y'all know, I actually have, I think it's about 4 of these left. I think, as long as I can keep one for myself. It may be 3. I have 3 clubs. I'm gonna say 3 to 4 club of July left that I managed to have left somehow. So if you really want one, be looking for that to pop up in the shop. I don't know when I'll get it up there. It probably won't be today. I'm gonna try to get this video up today. My internet has been still not working, and I've called them almost every day for a week. Still not working. So that's making things a little bit hard. So hopefully this video will get up this evening and y'all be able to see it. If not, it'll be Monday morning. But yeah, I do have a few of these left, and I will pop them up in the shop. So be looking out for that. If you don't already follow me on Etsy, go and follow me so you can see if you missed out and you really want one. Go check it out. Now, I also wanted to say that these fabrics for this year were only for the club, right? That was the way the club went. You would have, you wouldn't see these fabrics in anything else but in the club. Now, I have a ton of fabric left over from, because I always buy extra of every fabric in case I have a miscut, in case somebody's package gets lost or damaged and I have to replace a bag. I always buy extra. So at the end of the year, I'm going to make that extra fabric into bags, and I would like to know from my club members mostly, but from other people too, would you like to just see those in Mini Maker bags for some people who perhaps missed some that they might like to have? It would just be the bag. It wouldn't be the club. It would just be the bag, because I don't have the charms and stuff from before. I just have fabrics left over from, I think from most of them. I'll have to check. In the very beginning, I had fewer club sign up, so I might not have any left. I don't know for sure. And so it would just be the bag. It wouldn't be the whole club. It would just be the bag. Or if you're a club member, you might like to see some of those fabrics in other types of bags to coordinate with your Mini Maker bags, like some bigger drawstring bags or some totes. I would just like to know what y'all be interested in, because I plan on having those available at the end of the year or the beginning of next year. And you know, just because I need to use that fabric, it'd probably be best if I use it before the end of the year. That just has me using inventory. I found out about all that when I did taxes this year, so a lot of things to learn, right? So yeah, just let me know what y'all think about that, and don't forget that there are some August clubs still available. I will be putting up 3 to 4 of the July that I have left over for sale in the shop, and that will be the whole club. There are advent calendars still available, Maker advent calendars still available. It will be available through the end of July, and then I will cut off orders for that because I have to get everything ready and ordered, and so I know how many people I have. And if you like all the fabrics I've used before, how would you like to see them? Would some people just like to be able to buy the Mini Maker bag they missed, or would maybe some club members like to see them in other types of bags that they could purchase? All right, I think that's it. Now I'm a little out of practice with this video thing, I think. Even though I did one last week, I think. I don't know, the days are mushing together. All right, I've got some other videos I want to record today, so I'm gonna let y'all go, and I will talk to y'all. Y'all remember to have a life lived creatively, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.